Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So are we finally going to see a new Silent Hill game? And we get some updated information as to how E3 will work next year. We have those topics and more to cover, but before we get started, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell and we can keep you up to date with gaming news. Now let's get started. So earlier this year, we had reports of multiple Silent Hill projects that were supposedly in development at various studios. Well, it looks like one of those has some more concrete information coming out. We have a headline here from Gamatsu, Silent Hill, the short message rated in Korea. So a shout out to the Korean ratings board as they seem to have leaked another game, and you can see the rating here where it has Silent Hill, the short message as the title. Now if the game is already rated, then it's probably pretty close to being released, which means it could get released for this holiday season. However, we don't really know what this game is. I mean, it could be a cell phone game for all we know. The title, The Short Message, gave me the feeling that it may be a shorter game and not a AAA title. But if we look back into May when we had some leaked screenshots come out from Dusk Golem, we have a tweet here, and the second half of the tweet says, I will also mention the names Anita and Maya, SMS messages, and this is not the only Silent Hill game in development, The Shots. And that of course referring to the screenshots that were DMCA'd. Now the SMS here is referring to short message service, and I wonder if this could be some type of translation issue between Korea and English. So short message service could be something related to the short message. And to go along with this rating, we also had a new screenshot leak, and over on the right hand side you can see what looks like a text message going on, and this is supposedly in Japanese because Google Translate picks this up as Japanese, and this is what it translates into. Now of course an auto-translate may not be as clear as someone that knows Japanese and English doing actual translations, but you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. Now, according to multiple reports, a Silent Hill 2 remake is understood to be one of the games that's in development, but it is also claimed that a new series of Silent Hill called Short Stories is also in development, and this is supposed to be episodic in nature. So it's hard to say what was rated by the Korean ratings board, but I have a feeling we'll probably see something about this pretty soon. Next, it looks like we finally have some more information about E3 next year. Now, in case you don't remember, the company ReedPop announced that it would take over E3, and this is the group behind events such as PAX, New York Comic Con, Star Wars Celebration, and many more. So next year, E3 will run Tuesday, June 13th through Friday, June 16th, and it'll be at the Los Angeles Convention Center. Now VG247 had a pretty good breakdown here, and what's going to happen is in the first half from June 13th to 15th is going to be reserved for industry personnel. There will be dedicated industry-only halls and spaces. The media will be able to go hands-on with upcoming games, showcased by developers and publishers from around the world. And the last 2 days will be called Gamer Days, and the first day will overlap the business days, and that's June 15th, and it'll go through June 16th, and it will be in a different hall than the industry area. These public-focused days invite consumers to go hands-on with games at the show, where they will have a chance to meet developers, content creators, media personalities, and more. A dedicated theater of content open to ticket holders will run during these days and offer deep dive looks at highly anticipated titles. So while the announcement here does say that they're going to have hands-on with games, they also say there will be a dedicated theater of content. So I'm thinking they're going to have some game footage that you can watch but not be able to play. And this is not a bad idea. I know in the past people have gone to E3 to play games and they've stood in line for hours just to play a few minutes of a single game. So being able to fill a room full of hundreds of people and they all get exclusive footage of a game may be a better route to take. So it seems to me that ReedPop may be handling E3 a lot better than it has been in the past, and they definitely have a good track record to make it successful. And finally, we have an interesting lawsuit to take a look at. We have a headline here from VGC. Atlus is suing fans who resurrected its long-closed Shin Megami Tensei MMO. So this lawsuit was spotted by a Twitter user named March, and here's a look at the lawsuit filed in District Court in New York. And for a little backstory, the MMO Shin Megami Tensei Imagine was first released in 2007 in Japan and was shut down 9 years later in 2016. So in 2020, a fan group resurrected it with their own launcher, and this isn't uncommon. Other MMOs like Phantasy Star Online have fan groups that launch their own servers, and there's never really been much of an issue. I think as long as the MMO hasn't been making money, most of the companies are generally fine with it. Now there's obvious copyright involved, and there's also issues with the DMCA, which is the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which means people aren't supposed to be able to hack games and make stuff like this work with their own launcher. However, I'm not a legal expert, so I don't know if this actually falls under that or not. And as far as I know, this fan group doesn't make any money off of this. They don't charge anybody to use the server. I don't think they're running any type of ads within the game, but we'll have to see how this shakes up if it goes to court. Most likely the fan group will just settle by shutting down the servers because I doubt they have the funds to fight Atlus in court. And that's all we have for today. Did anything we cover catch your attention? How soon do you think it'll be before we see this new Silent Hill game? And are you excited to see E3 coming back next year? Drop a comment about those topics or anything else we covered today. I want to thank you for watching and be good.